Hey Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your mid-month reading for June 2024. We're going to be asking Oracle as well as Tarot for advice and insight. Wow, my nose is already itching. You guys, we're going to start with the Angels of Abundance deck, and we're going to have the Divine Feather Messenger deck. Then we're going to move on to Tarot. If you've never been to my channel before, I appreciate you stopping by. Please feel free to give the like button a tap and give the channel a little bit of love. And if you'd like for me to pray for you, say hi in the comment section. That way I have something that represents you that I can send my prayers and my thoughts to, even if it's an emoji. All right, Aries, we have our Angels of Abundance card out. We've got our Divine Feather out. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each way. Secondly, we have the message of the ostrich. Each one is a bird. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. This is going to be an interesting reading because my nose keeps on itching. These cards have been pre-shuffled with you in mind. Just to save us a little time, I want every second to count for your reading. Of course, be real with yourselves. If it doesn't resonate, you don't have to keep it, but check your moon or your rising if that resonates more. We only take the cards that volunteer their energy and fly out on their own. And if they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them. That's how we do it here. All right, Aries. All right. Cool. Well, you have change right away. We've got the Tower card. There are elements in your reading. There's elements in your life right now that you don't have control over. When we recognize those events, and sometimes they're quick events that change our lot in life a bit. It's really important that you have a choice here. You can resist it, which can sometimes perpetuate the events out of your control. Or you can recognize it and try to work with the energies. Go like water, you know, flow with it. But all in all, we got the 10 of Wands coming out here because you are closing up a chapter. There's a certain, it sounds like it feels like an obligation or a burden or an old project, something you're setting down, even if this is a relationship reading for some of you guys. It's same energy, either way. It's like there is a weight to this. It was weighing on you. It's time to put it down. 10s represent the end of a chapter. This is wonderful, okay? But there is probably most likely an event that is happening or has happened that was outside of your control. In order to kind of speed this up, to Ace of Pentacles, it's all about money. Money's coming through. Beautiful. Strength card, Leo energy. This is beautiful as well. And we've got the 10 of Cups. Wonderful, you guys. You are aimed in a very strong direction. Why is it strong? Because it's specifically going to heighten your happiness. That's a weird way to say that. It's going to blow up your happiness. It's going to confirm your place in the world. It's going to confirm your strengths. So this is, it's funny because I feel the words in my head and then they come out in a way that sounds strange to me, but this is truth either way. Ace of Pentacles, I want to tap into that. It's about making more money. This is also about self-value, being seen, as your worth is being seen. 10 of Cups. Please clarity on 10 of Cups for my Aries in June. Okay. It flew out the exact same way as it originally. Okay, the World. Strength card. Hey, you guys, thank you. Sorry, my storage was full, but I caught it right in time. So yeah, the Strength is coming out alongside the Conflict card. So if there's been conflict in your life, even for some of you guys that looks like competition in any area, what is going to serve you best as you move forward is grace, is patience where you can handle patience, is negotiation is going to be far more powerful than anything that's forceful. So the Strength card talks about embracing non-forceful ways to influence others and to get your way basically within this conflict. or competition. Ace of Pentacles. What is this for our Aries? Right on. Wheel of Fortune. This is good news. This could be a new job coming in, but it's been taking its time. The Chariot card. What are the holdups? There's been a holdup energetically. Something's stuck. Oh, what is this? Flipping but not flying. Judgment card. Hierophant. And it's like you needed to move. You need to put down this old burden. This chapter needs to close before you can move forward on this. Okay. But you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are looking up for you. Things are looking really good. But this has to happen. The Death card does not mean literal death, you guys. This is the end of a chapter. This is also confirmation. Same. You can't move. You've got some, like, this does not surprise me. Employment change. This is how you're being this is your worth is wrapped up into this. This is also, you know, actual money. You can't really fully move on to this new endeavor, this business matter or this financial matter until something is closed up. This chapter is closed up. Something's finished, because otherwise your hands are tied. You're stuck. And this is something you actually have control over a lot more than you may feel on some days, because this Eight of Swords, she can actually unwrap her hands. She can unwrap her face anytime. She's not truly blind. She can step out from all those swords. What do swords represent is thoughts. So it's like, this is really, it's changing your thinking and finding a way to wrap this up, get closure in something so that you can move forward and allow all this abundance to enter your life. We've got the Tower card, and the Queen of Wands represents an energy who has fiery qualities. It could be you, Aries. Look at that. Look at that one. So something could be, there's an event, there's something that shakes you up here. You don't have any control over it happening, but it's really important that it does come through and happen, because it's changing your route a little in a way that needs to be changed. You might feel defensive of something. And in that place, you got two defensive cards. You might feel protective and defensive. And in that place of feeling protective and defensive, your words are really powerful. Be aware of your words and be aware of impulse. Because Aries, you are potent in this during this event. And your words could make it worse. But taking notice of how you feel, and taking notice of what you really would like to do versus what is going to be that more divine outcome. If you go across, it's funny, I'm having a hard time talking during your reading. The messages are getting out, but I appreciate your patience, because my words are not catching up with my thoughts. There's an impulsive energy. There's an intense energy that wants to come out. There's a need to be seen and heard and recognized and felt. You know, we can't control how we always make an impression on people. But in this case, again, the Strength card in this, any kind of confrontation is going to be huge. Not falling victim of your own impulse, especially with words, where words and communication are involved. But how can you, grace under fire, how can you non-forcefully be a force? How can you non-forcefully have an influence, make an impact, state your ground, be strong, stoic? Because you have all of the feelings, and it's up to you and how you react. The only thing we can do in times of the Tower, events that are outside of our control, is we can control ourselves. We can't control outside forces always, but rest assured that this is about closing up a chapter. So let's get to that. 10 of Wands. It's about closing up a chapter. The Hierophant upside down. You're going to be doing it in an unorthodox way, upside down. So what does that mean? That means you might be even breaking your own rules in how you close this chapter up. If it means for some of you guys that you aren't going to do things the old way, you are not going to act from this defensive place possibly, but instead you're going to grab onto stoicism. You're going to have grace under fire. That could be it for you guys. You'll know if that resonated or not. Hierophant. The 10 of... All right. All the cards are starting to act crazy. Yeah, okay. There's very much an energy of just wanting to be like this. Bye, I've got things to do. That's going to be very powerful. Because there's a sense of this could pull you in and you could spin your wheels and waste your resources and exhaust yourself, because this is not, there's a lot of energy here, but it's not enthusiasm. There's some immaturity here. There could be hard work, but it's maybe in the wrong direction. There could be this sense all of a sudden overtaking you of feeling a loss of interest here. And the sharp tongue is still popping through with the Queen of Swords upside down, you guys. What is coming through upright and really powerful is looking forward to the future. You're bigger than this, you're better than this. Bigger than this and you're better than this. Leapfrog into things that, into the future and things that you're looking forward to. What do you want to build? You're closing up this chapter, and where you have control over that is having a control over your reaction of something. And just know this, it's a blip. It's moving through. It's moving through. You are almost done, actually. You know, have you ever had drama right before the end of something? Like you're about to graduate high school, let's say, or you're about to finish a trip or finish a long day at work, and you're almost to the finish line, and then there's this big, huge amount of drama, and you could get sucked into it, and then it could just ruin that moment. It could ruin that transition, because you get sucked back into it, and in a way, it kind of digs its claws into you, and it pulls you back in. You're like, well, I can't have the end of the day didn't come, or you know, I don't feel like I graduated because I just got so thrown off by this. Okay, so see what it is, see it for what it is. It's just drama. You're already, hey, you're at the finish line, baby. Keep moving. You've got something really great waiting for you here. Really great. You're bigger than this. Yeah. You are bigger than this. Okay. You've got happiness waiting for you. You don't, that's just going to pull you back in. Keep the chapter going. The World card in reverse. You got some really big, expansive energy waiting for you. It's so much bigger than this. And it needs your attention. But only once you can just move past this. You got this, you guys. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Hit that like button, please, and take good care of yourselves. Bye.